prime rib, that's for a boss. One giving head, one giving tail. Refereeing that coin toss like all I want like life is my wife who want the same thing. Sexy bitches get champagne. Sexy bitches get champagne. I don't throw no signs, but these girlies try to bang. Sexy bitches get champagne.
WindyCityUnderground.com, your music, your station. You are live with Queen Imani right now, and I'm in the studio with AM Early Morning. What is good?
What's good, Queen Imani? How you been?
I've been great, feeling great. That you just heard "Sexy Bitches in Champagne." Now, what were you thinking, AM? What were you thinking when you were in the booth recording that?
That's like I always tell people with that song, it's funny. It's a funny story because with my music in general, I always have like something that clicks and then I turn and create it into a song. So I was at a Jewish wedding like a year ago. And I walked in there and this Jewish lady walks up to me. Oh, hey, how you doing, sir? The Hennessy on her breath was fierce and strong. So get to talking to her, like the second thing I said was, beautiful ladies in here tonight. She said, ladies? There's nothing but sexy bitches and champagne up in here, baby. We getting it in tonight. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Not me and you, but one of them other people. Y'all can do the thing. So, no, that's like how I create a lot of my music, though. I take it from aspects of life and funny situations, sad situations, whatever it is. I kind of just grasp it, take it, and just find the beat and put it on paper.
Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, for those who are not familiar with you, your journey into music. How did you know this is what you wanted to do?
I've been studying music for a long time, over 10, 12 years. Ever since I was a young kid, just listening to the music that my pops and my moms was listening to, the old school feel. And then, once we got to that teenage era and it was, the WinMX and the Napster was all coming out and all those online sites, it went crazy from there. So I just started getting into not only rap music but all different styles of music, and just hip hop became just part of my everyday life. Music became just part of my everyday life.
So how do you feel about the music coming out of Chicago right now?
The music out of Chicago, how do I feel about it? I got mixed feelings, that's for sure, because on one hand, like I said, I'm definitely a hip hop artist, and I grew up on old school hip hop, grew up on a lot of old school Chicago hip hop, Juice, the typical cats, just a lot of, Chicago hip hop MCs. And then, but on the other hand, on the other side, I grew up around a lot of hustlers. I grew up around a lot of kids in these streets. So I know what it is to do anything, whatever you got to do to get out the streets. And that's, what more of a way to talk about what you live or how you living than to, just to win, and basically you can get out of your element, out of your zone, or not element, but out of your zone, out of where you at, out of destruction over some rap words, So, it's two sides of it. Yeah, the killing and the destruction beyond the city, I think that's it's terrible. It's but as far as a young man saying what he's got to say about his life and what he's growing up with, you can't take that from somebody. There's two types of people now that are listening to this music, this hip hop music, this rap music, this commercial. It's a trend now. It's like rap and hip hop is a trend, and it's two types of people. It's people that's living it, and it's people that's not living it at all. And it's completely real and it's completely fake at the same time. So you gotta find that cool medium, and you gotta be able to realize you talking to young kids. There's young kids that's listening to you. So sure, everything is not gonna be on point. Of course, everybody wants to speak about something that they don't have: cars, jewelry, fine women, whatever. But it's got to be a cool medium. You got to be able to talk about stuff that's real and that's positive, on top of all of the other negativity that's going on in your city, in your town, wherever you're from.
Who are your musical influences?
There's a lot of old school hip hop artists. Big L, Big Pun, Biggie Smalls. There's a lot of jazz musicians. Just a lot of Motown, old school kind of soul music. that's the stuff that kind of inspired me to kind of be where I'm at now. Kendrick, Scarface, kind of what I'm doing. I like all styles of music, all types of genres of music, really.
What are the biggest obstacles that you've run into so far, just in being in the music industry and trying to get your foot in the door, breaking into those bigger platforms?
Yeah, right. That's a very good question. Just probably it would be with me, it's engaging new and consistent fans, a consistent fan base, and trying to really just get a broader organic fan base. The street promotion is very hard. It's a hard thing. You got to really be out there and be able to just put yourself out, promote. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I accomplished, is to be able to go out and network and engage with people one-on-one. That's really a positive thing that I at first wasn't really good at per se, but I definitely increased it and took it to another level. I heard somebody say that, like a week ago, shout out to Brianna Swank PR. She said if you have opportunity to go to an event, to a concert where you know that you're able to meet the artist, and you can spend $10, $20 to get into that event, and you could possibly see somebody that can make a connection, why wouldn't you do it? Mm-hmm. And I just thought that was a really good thought process. 2015, that was kind of like my big break, where I started networking and engaging social media wise, and I started really kind of breaking barriers, working with different PRs and different people that could help me out. And I dropped all kind of ways. I dropped Might Do, Straight Henny, and my SoundCloud was jumping. It was just jumping. I went from like 5 followers to I was getting 300-400 followers, just like that. You know what I mean? So I went from dropping music to I dropped one song and it had 180,000 views. I was getting people from Japan and Europe. I had to translate the languages on Google. You know what I mean? Right. So we was doing that in 2015. Then we came back with the Late Night Early Morning 2, and that just showed the transition from where I was with the Late Night Early Morning to Late Night Early Morning 2, just actually transitioning me into an artist, period. So I dropped the Sexy Bitches and Champagne, like a month ago. I've just been getting good vibes, and then today we dropped
From out west, I'm steady renovating, rotating. What's the situation? What's good? Angelina penetrating, fresh shape. Coochie sweater like my idol. Counting money by the pile. West Nile, cough for sneezing and wheezing. Don't make me touch it for no reason. If I spot a bet, I'm leaving. Achieving goals, moving to